Hey guys, it's Beaver back, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on the transport chopper as the gunner. I'm going to try and get through this as quick as I can. I'm going to go super fast. I'm going to zoom through everything. But first of all, I just want to mention that this is a very versatile vehicle, working with one pilot and a gunner, anywhere up to one pilot, one gunner, and 2 repairmen. This vehicle does not need a second gunner, so if you do spawn into this vehicle and you spawn into the 5th spot or the second gun, do jump out because you'll be much more useful on the ground than you will be in this chopper. Now, first of all, increasing your talk volume. Necessary if you don't have a mic. Make sure in accessory settings you have your audio device settings, output device set to system default, and then go into the game audio options and turn down the master volume to about 10% and then turn up your TV, and you'll be able to hear everyone in the chopper or everyone on your team depending much louder and like you were hearing them through a microphone with game sounds. Second, pilot calls the shots. They point you at the general direction of the target and it's your job to take them out. Use the zoom function to spot and pinpoint exact locations. The pros of the zoom function is you see further and see targets in more detail. The negative, your turn look speed is slower and it seems like you're less accurate. So when you actually get to shooting a target, zoom back out to its normal view and shoot at the target where you know he is. You will find that you'll get much better accuracy and much better results when you use this method. For ground targets, your priorities will always be those in high places, and especially those that are stationary, because those are going to be the ones that most likely have stingers. So take out the rooftop targets and then move to the ground targets and hit those first that are stationary. For air vehicles, your top threat is the attack chopper. If you are the gunner, do not shoot at the attack chopper until he starts to look or fire at you. This will allow your pilot time to sneak up on him, and hopefully you can get the drop on him. And when you're a lot closer, you're a lot more accurate, you're going to do a lot more damage per second to take him down faster. Your next target is going to be the jets. Now these can be a bit hazardsome because there's so many different angles of attack and there's so many times that they can attack you, and because there's no air radar, they can sneak up on you easily. However, if you can keep an eye on the jets, you can get them as they're coming in for a strafe, because most jets will strafe exactly to the side of you and exactly horizontal to you, which means you'll be looking right at them. If you can get a quick disable, then that's going to be one more jet out of the sky that you do not need to worry about. The other method is you can use the guy that has the stinger in your chopper. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And last but not least, our other transport helos. Now, this is not specifically going to be your last target, but in most games, the transport helo isn't as useful, and they will come up and attack you, but they won't be able to hit you as well as you can hit them. Now, your first target is going to be the gunner. In the front of the back section on the kasatka and on the back of the Huey is where the gunner sits. You can easily tell this by where you're sitting. Shoot at the giant flashing ball that is coming out of the side of the transport chopper, because that'll tell you exactly where that gunner is. Your next target is the pilot and the NGs. You might think that just hitting the general bird is enough, but I try to target the people inside the bird because they're the ones that are keeping that chopper alive. Half the time when I'm taking out a kasatka or a venom, I will kill the gunner and possibly 1 or 2 of the other people before that chopper even gets disabled. And I highly suggest that you guys practice doing that. Ground vehicles. Tanks are much more vulnerable from behind. 1 belt for full destroy if every bullet hits. 2 belts for full destroy from the front if every bullet hits. If there are multiple tanks to target, then your first target is always going to be the tank that has the gunner, because that's going to be the one doing the most damage to you at any given point. So you take him out and then you can move to the second tank. Be wary that the 2 tanks do not spread too far apart, because if you are on the one tank, the other tank can hit you. Now I'm going to talk a quick minute about other weapons. Stingers and javelins can be used to great effect and complement the gunner extraordinarily well, especially if the pilot is a support and has dropped a supply crate in the chopper. This can keep away those pesky jets, and this can help drop a tank that doesn't have IR flares about 10 times faster, because that javelin will do more damage than that gun any day. Now, sorry guys, I know I threw a lot of information at you, but now I just want to show you a quick clip to show you how how beastly this transport chopper can be. This wasn't from any specific game, but I want you to notice the beating that this vehicle can take when you have two repair guys, the gunner who can do a massive amount of damage to air vehicles and to ground vehicles and to infantry, and a pilot that knows how to dodge everything in between. You can see in this clip that we're just taking an absolute beating. We take out an attack chopper, a transport chopper, and then we still escape the jets. And I think I'm not sure if there's one or two other targets. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you guys in the next video.